you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the show that rewards obscure answers rather than the obvious ones. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, I'm Ben. This is my lovely wife, Kirsty, and we're from Kings Lynn.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Ashley. This is my friend Bavika. We are from Peterborough, but I now live in Potters Bar.
Couple number three.
Hi, I'm Martin. This is my wife, Mary, and we come from Micklefield in West Yorkshire.
And finally, couple number four.
Hello, I'm Rob. This is my friend Josh, and we are from Streatham.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. A very warm welcome to Pointless. It's terrific to have you all here, every single one of you. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. A familiar TV face turned DJ. He loves his house music. And so do I. But in my case, that house is a cosy cottage with a roaring fire. It's my Pointless friend. It's Gok Wan.
Hello! Hi!
How are you, Gok?
Sander, do you go clubbing still? Did you ever go clubbing?
I did, yeah. Not for a long
Do you remember any of the clubs that you used to go to?
I mean, terrible Bagleys and the Cross.
Oh, but they're still going.
Are they?
Yeah, Bagley's is still going.
They can't be.
They are still going.
Talk amongst yourselves. Carry on.
I think there is a podium in Bagley's waiting for you with your name written on it right now.
Maybe.
I can just imagine it.
Maybe. We'll all go. We'll all go. I've definitely seen a podium with Mary's name written on it. There we are. Now, by the way, Marla and Jonathan, they got through to the final and they did not win the jackpot. So we are adding another £1,000 to that. So today's jackpot starts off at £5,000. There we are. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. At the end of every round, we have the little formality where we dismiss the pair with the highest score. You remember that, don't you? So therefore, to avoid being that pair, keep your scores low. That's my tip. Best of luck to all four pairs. Our first category today is three-letter words. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many three-letter words that end in two vowels as they could.
Now, we are looking for any word in the app version of the Chambers Dictionary which is precisely 3 letters long and ends in 2 vowels. By vowel, we mean the letters A, E, I, O, and U. We will not accept capitalised words such as proper nouns or initialisms, abbreviations, or words that are hyphenated or part of 2-word phrases.
Thank you very much indeed. Ben, we leap straight onto podium 1 here. Tell us all about yourself.
Well, I have a coffee shop business in Peterborough, and in my spare time, I like to buy expensive gadgets.
Wow, I imagine the coffee shop probably has a fair few expensive gadgets of its own.
It does actually, yes. Quite a lot of expensive equipment in there, but not necessarily the most fun to use, you know. Kind of.
So are you behind the bar quite often?
Used to be. Now I'm mostly just based at home.
Is it just the one?
It's just the one now, yeah.
So far?
So far. I did have 4, but now I've got 1. Life's a lot easier with 1. I've got an 18-month-old at home, so
much later
he's a little bit older. Yeah, might
okay.
sort of get out there again, do a bit more.
OK, now, Ben, back to the job in hand.
Yes.
What are we thinking?
OK, well, I'm going to keep it fairly easy, I think, to start with, and go with zoo.
Zoo, says Ben. Should we see how many of our 100 said zoo? Zoo is right. Down to 11. Not bad at all. 11, great start.
Right, so yeah, absolutely, that's correct. A garden or a park where animals are kept. London Zoo was opened in 1828, but only as a place of scientific study, not to the public. Only fellows of the Zoological Society of London were allowed in to access it. It finally opened to the public in 1847 because it needed the funding. So well done.
Thank you very much indeed, Gok. Now then, Ashley, welcome back. Great to have you here. Show three, it has to count today. Tell us all about yourself again for the 3rd time.
Well, me and Bavika have known each other since we were about 4 years old when we went to playgroup together, and then primary school and then secondary school.
Were you friends all the way through?
Yeah, in the same class, in most of them as well. Yeah, and we have other friends that we picked up along the way, and there's a group of 5 of us that we all meet up regularly to do different things. And,
you must be such spectacularly nice people. Do you know what I mean, though? You ever had times when you thought, no, I simply shall not see Bavika again?
No, she's too nice.
No, I was just going to say, she's too nice.
So we can shout out to Sam, And Gemma and Nisha as well, our
I'm
other friends.
afraid not. No, you can't. Sorry. Of course you can. Absolutely. Ashley, what are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for woe, W-O-E.
Whoa, says Ashley. Let's see how many of our 100 said whoa. It is right. Well, Zoo got 11. I'd hope woe would spring less readily to mind, and it does. 4. There we are.
Well done. Well, getting 4 is not going to cause you any woe, is it? Do you see what I did there?
Absolutely.
Grief, misery, and misfortune. None of the stuff you're ever going to experience on Pointless, as far as I'm concerned.
Thank you very much indeed,
welcome.
Gok. Now, Martin, welcome to Pointless. It's
Hiya.
lovely to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, Martin.
I'm a retired maintenance technician from West Yorkshire.
Very good. What do you like to get up to these days, Martin?
Well, I like to support my football team, Newcastle United. I'm born a Geordie by birth. And I like painting and drawing mainly.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
So what sort of things do you like to paint?
Well, landscapes.
Do you get out into the wind and no?
No.
You take photographs?
No.
No.
Mainly photographs.
Photographs.
Yeah.
That's a lovely thing to do, though. Very nice. Now, Martin, what are you going to go for?
I might be sorry for this. I'm going to say Rue, R-U-E.
Rue,
Yeah.
R-U-E. Shall we see how many of our 100 people said Rue? Rue. Well, 11 is our high score. We pass it. 4 is our low score. We pass that. There we are. Oh, 2 people. I'm sorry. We'll rue the day, etc.
So close. Well, you're definitely not going to rue this because it means to regret something. Well done. Martin, you've got the face of someone that I'd like to go to the pub with.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Definitely. Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
when you finish, then let's get down the booze.
Very good. I am waiting for the moment. You've painted yourself into a corner where you have to make a sentence out of every single answer. So it's a challenge. There's a 2-way challenge there. There we go.
It's going to happen.
Good luck.
You watch me.
I shall. Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Josh, welcome back to Pointless. Terrific to have you with us a second time. There are things we don't yet know about Josh that I feel we should.
Well, I'm Josh, as I said last time, I work in the gambling industry. In my spare time, I do quite a bit of singing. I used to be a wedding singer, and I sing in a choir every week.
What sort of choir is it you sing in?
Fairly classical bass. So most of them are chorally trained. I'm not. So
You're
I'm
not, but you've got it, though. You sing
I'm
weekly.
I'm the guy they wheel out for the pop arrangements when they do them twice a year, basically. But yeah,
nice.
it's mainly classical stuff.
And sort of religious stuff?
Yeah, we rehearse in a church for free, and in return we do 5 services there a year. So,
Well, that's quite nice, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's beautiful acoustic, lovely thing to get together for.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's really nice. Josh, what are you going to go for?
I've got one very risky one, but I think I'm going to leave it. And I'm going to go for faux, F-O-E.
Faux, F-O-E. Let's see how many of our 100 people said faux. Look at that, down it goes to 7. There we are, 7 for faux.
Well, that answer definitely wasn't a foe of yours, scoring 7,
Hey.
because
There
it's
you go.
not an enemy, is it? It's a friend. Oh, come on!
That's good.
Did I get it wrong?
Good. No, you
No,
got it
that was
absolutely
right,
right.
that was right.
No, it's the eerie calmness.
I'm really focused.
Oh, wow. OK, well, we're halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 2, Martin. 2. Very well done indeed. Rue, superb. Then we go from 2 to 4, where we find Ashley and Babica. From there to 7, where we find Josh and Rob. And from there up to 11, where we find Ben and Kirsty. So you're a little bit ahead, Kirsty, but not devastatingly. Maybe there's a pointless answer. Maybe that's what we'll find from you, and it'll keep you in the game. So good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? Rob, welcome back to Pointless.
Hello again.
Terrific to have you here again. Another terrific shirt, Rob.
Thank you.
So congratulations on that and everything else. Tell us more about yourself, Rob.
So, yeah, I'm an actor and I am a campaigner for Changing Faces, which is a charity that's really close to me. They basically work with people with visible differences to help them gain confidence and offer mental health support. And most recently, we did a campaign, which was the I Am Not Your Villain campaign, which is basically questioning putting scarring onto a villain just to basically portray villainy for no other reason than that. We're trying to question these old-fashioned tropes and, yeah, create a voice for people with visible differences.
Very good. Good for you, Rob. You are on 7. We are looking for a score of 3 or less, if we can possibly get that from you. So 3-letter words, and the last 2 letters are vowels.
I'm not going to lie, I may have made this word up.
Oh, listen, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a wrong word.
True. But, right, we're going to go for hue, H-U-E.
Hugh?
Hue.
Absolutely. Here is your red line. Should we see how many of our 100 people said Hugh? Hugh is right. Looking very good. It's very good indeed. Goes down to 2. We needed 3 from you. We got 2 from you. Takes your total up to 9. Very well done indeed.
Well, I have to say, Rob, your answer had a hue of brilliance about it, which means a brilliance of colour. I'm doing so well at this.
Yeah, you are. Now, Mary, welcome to Pointless. It's terrific to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, Mary.
Well, I'm retired. I worked in a supermarket for the last 10 years before I retired. And before that, I worked for 20 years in a transport cafe on the A1.
Which did you prefer?
The cafe.
The cafe. Very nice.
Really nice.
Very nice. Well, I love it. And retirement now, what do you like to fill it with?
I do a bit of knitting, but that's hit and miss. I do it for a while and then get fed up of it.
Yeah.
The last thing I made it was 48 squares, 8 colours, 6 different patterns.
I can see why you gave up. Mary, what were you making, a telly? Mary, you are on 2. Brilliant score from Martin. If you can score 8 or less, you can go through to the next round.
I think I'll go for Via. V-I-A.
Via. Here is your red line, Mary. Should we see how many of our 100 people said Via? Very well done, getting down to 2. Exactly the same as Martin. Perfectly matched. Symmetrical total of 4.
So brilliant. So that score is going to help you go to the next round via your answer.
Oh, hang on a moment. I believe... I think that gets a little round of applause.
Thank you. Oh, my God, I'm so happy.
And you're still doing the evil villain calmness as you deliver it, which I love.
I feel like I've just got a knighthood. I'm that happy. Thank
That
you
is
so
amazing.
much.
Thank you very much indeed. Bavika, welcome back for the third time. For goodness sake, we have to make this one count. You've been head-to-headers twice now. Oh, what don't we yet know about you, Bavika? There's so much.
So I really enjoy sports, watching sports, mainly, so a lot of tennis and football, and I used to play football when I was younger, and even had some England trials for the ladies under 16s. Yeah, the England under 16s, but it's a very long time ago. So.
You still have some silky skills,
Well, I was a goalkeeper, so just kind of...
You have some silky goalkeeping skills.
Yeah,
There we are. Fantastic. Gosh, good for you, Bavika. That's brilliant. You are on 4. We are looking for a target of 6 or less.
So I'm going to go for boa. B-O-A.
Boa, like the constrictor. You get a red line, Bavika, and it's there. How many of our 100 said boa? Very good. Oh, there we are, 7 for boa. Takes your total up to 11.
Well, your answer definitely wasn't constricting, was it, Bavika? Because, of course, boa is right. It's a South American snake. Well done, and well done to me too.
Very good. Thanks very much indeed, Gok. Kirsty, welcome to Pointless. It's lovely to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm Kirsty from Kings Lynn, and I'm a train driver.
Where do you drive your trains? From where to where?
From Kings Lynn to King's Cross.
All the Kings.
All the Kings.
Lynn to Cross.
Kings to the King.
There we are. And how many times a day do you do that journey?
Oh, lots of times. We go all about, so I sometimes do it in a full run, but sometimes you stop lots of different places and go back and forth.
It just strikes me as the most exciting thing in the world.
Especially early in the morning when you've got deer running in the fields, especially up towards Norfolk.
Yeah.
It's not so picturesque always into London because it's very built up
Well, I suppose
instead.
it is.
Then
But
you've got the
still,
people
whizzing into
watching.
London's quite exciting.
Yeah.
How long have you done it for?
5 years now.
Do you now know every landmark along the
Yes.
way?
Yes.
Very good. Now, Kirsty, the route I can see for you here is that we get a pointless answer, and then we have a tie break, and then we'll take it from there. But that's the best we're looking at, I'm afraid.
Well, I'm wondering whether I should make one up that could then be pointless because it's very obscure because I made it up, or go with one that I know is a word that
I know,
might
I
have a very
can't
low
advise
score.
there. I can't advise.
I'll go with one that I think I know at least is right, I think. And I'm going to go for Q as in C-U-E.
C-U-E, like a snooker cue, a cue. We'll just have to imagine a sort of nominal
On the floor.
line there. C-U-E, well, let's see how many of our 100 said that. A cue. Down and down. That's a brilliant answer. 4. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. But I'm afraid it takes your total up to 15.
Well, obviously, that gave you a cue to give you the answer because you got a 4.
Look at that.
So well done. Also known as a rod to play snooker with, but also can be a cue as a form of signal.
It's just brilliant.
Thank you very much
Just
indeed.
brilliant.
What was your risky one, Kirsty?
I was just going to make one up. I think I was just going to say TIO and hope it was like an actual
Tio.
word. Tio?
Tio. No, it's not there, unfortunately.
Oh.
There we go. Should we have a little look at some gorgeous ones here? There were lots of pointless answers, mostly obscure words. Should we have a little look at some of them? We've got hoi, an exclamation used to attract someone's attention.
Hoi.
A bit like, hey, hoi. We've got je, which is a French word for a game. We've got kia, a type of large parrot from New Zealand.
Very nice.
We've got koa, a species of plant from Hawaii. We've got ma, the noise made by a bleating goat. So sheep go ba,
Yes, of course.
and goats go
If you
ma.
don't just have to listen. That's how you separate a sheep from the goats. Just have to listen.
We've also got moa, which is a large extinct bird from New Zealand, resembling an ostrich.
A lot of birds.
I know,
featuring.
loads of birds. Moi, French word for me, as a phrase in pour moi. Piu, which is an Italian musical direction meaning more. Roo, short for kangaroo. There you go.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. Well, that brings us to the end of our first round, and it means we have to say goodbye to our first pair with a staggeringly low score of 15. I'm afraid you are still our high scorers, Kirsty and Ben. It's been great having you on. We will see you again next time and look forward to it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Kirsty and Ben. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it is now time for round 2. And there we are, down to 3 pairs. This is very exciting. We are now very much into the business of pointless. Our lowest individual scorers, and we have 3 joint lowest individual scorers, are Martin, Mary and Rob. And our lowest combined scorers are Martin and Mary, unsurprisingly. But there we are. Well done. You're all geniuses, obviously. Best of luck for round 2. Our category for round 2 today is loose women. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns panellists on loose women. Go on.
Oh, all of my mates. I'm very happy about this one. On each board, we're going to give you 6 descriptions of panellists from the show Loose Women. And to help, we're also going to give you their initials. And please give us the names of our Loose Women panellists, the fewest of our 100 people knew.
Thank you very much. Let's reveal our first board of 6 clues, and here they are. Actor known for playing consultant Zoe Hannah in the BBC hospital drama Casualty, SS. Best-selling author and activist who's set up her own foundation for those with burns and disfigurement injuries, KP. Retired middle-distance Olympic athlete, awarded a damehood in 2005, KH. Broadcast journalist who became the first black woman to present ITV's News at 10 in 2014, CW. Actor known for playing Tracy Stubbs in Birds of a Feather, LR. And singer in a pop group from the 1970s and 80s with her siblings, whose hits include I'm in the Mood for Dancing, CN. There we are. Ashley, you get to go first.
I watched this, but I can't remember them all right now. I'm going to go for actor known for playing Tracy Stubbs, Linda Robson.
Linda Robson says Ashley. Let's see how many of our 100 said. Linda Robson. Linda Robson is right. Down it goes to 36. 36 for Linda Robson.
Oh, the gorgeous Linda. You're totally right. In 2021, an episode of Loose Women, Linda Robson learned how to ride a bike for the first time. She'd never, ever been on a bike, despite being in her 60s. Isn't that amazing?
Wow.
That show, honestly, what it makes those women do. Amazing.
Thank you very much indeed.
You're welcome.
Gog. Mary.
I think I'll have to go for the retired middle distance runner, Dame Kelly Holmes.
Kelly Holmes, says Mary. Let's see how many of our 100 agree with Mary. Kelly Holmes. Kelly Holmes is right. 36 is the only score we have at the moment. 49 for Kelly Holmes.
I love Kelly. She's absolutely gorgeous, and you're completely right. Dame Kelly Holmes, she won both the 800 metres and the 1,500 metres in the 2004 Athens Games. Before her Olympian win, she served in the army, first as a HGV driver and then as a PT instructor. She's very fit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Indeed, Gog. Rob, you are the last person to have this board. Look upon it as your own. Fill it in.
Right. So number one, I'm not sure because I don't know whether she did Casualty, but I know Stacey Solomon does Loose Women. Number two, I obviously know, Katie Piper. The fourth one, have not got a clue. And the last one is Colleen Nolan. So I'm going to go for, just because I absolutely love her to bits, I'm going to say Katie Piper.
Katie Piper, says Rob. Should we see how many of our 100 said Katie Piper? Katie Piper, absolutely right. 49 our high score, and you passed it. 36 our low score, and you passed it. 26.
Absolutely right, gorgeous. She's also a presenter on Songs of Praise, which she started in 2020. She was awarded an OBE in the 2022 New Year's Honours List for her services to charity. The bottom one, I think everyone's got.
Colleen.
Yeah,
Nolan.
Colleen Nolan.
Yeah.
And she would have got you 41. The next up, we've got the broadcaster who I took to a day rave a couple of months ago, actually.
Did you?
Yeah, Charlene White. She's a great party animal. I love her. And she would have given you 9 on the board. And then the top one for Zoe Hannah in Casualty is, of course, the wonderful, very talented Sinetra Sarkar. Sinetra Sarkar would have scored you 2.
Thank you very much indeed, Gok. Well, we are halfway through the round. Let's have a look at those scores. 24, Rob, the best score of the pass. Well done, you. Then we travel up to 36, where we find Ashley and Babica. And from there, up to 49, where we find Mary and Martin. You are a little bit ahead there, Martin. So it's going to be over onto you. See if you can find a lovely low-scoring answer on our next Loose Women board. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK. Let's put up 6 more panellists from Loose Women onto the board, and here they are. Presenter who joined the Loose Women panel in 1999 and has also been known for presenting This Morning in the holidays, R.L. Comedian who appeared in the 2021 series of Strictly Come Dancing, J.L. Actor whose roles include landlady Natalie Barnes in Coronation Street and Steph Haydock in Waterloo Road, D.W. Singer in the pop groups The Saturdays and S Club Juniors, FB. Podcaster and presenter known for hosting Channel 4's coverage of the Paralympic Games, SM. And she came third in the X Factor in 2009, first in I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here in 2010, and in 2021 began presenting a lifestyle show, Sort Your Life Out, SS. There we are. Josh.
Yeah. I think we're all right. I think I'll go with the comedian who appeared in 2021 series of Strictly. I think that's Judy Love.
Judy Love. Judy Love. Now, you get a red line. It is there. Shall we see how many of our 100 people said Judy Love? Judy Love, absolutely right. And it gets you through. Down it goes to 8. That's a cracking answer. Taking your total up to 32. Well done.
Well done. And I love that you chose Judy Love because I love her. She's gorgeous. She has 2 degrees, one in community arts and social science and a master's in social work. She's a very clever and very funny woman.
Thank you very much. Indeed, Gog. Martin.
I'll have to go for the actress in Coronation Street and Waterloo Road, Denise Welsh.
Denise Welsh, says Martin. No red line for you as you're the high scorers at the moment, but let's see what happens when we say Denise Welsh. Denise Welsh is absolutely right. And that goes down to 14. Takes your total up to 63.
The very gorgeous and very talented Denise Welsh, who first joined Loose Women in 2005. She won the 9th series of Celebrity Big Brother in 2012. She was born in Tynemouth, and her early TV credits include Alvida St. Pet and Biker Grove. What? There you go. Who would have thunk it?
Thank you very much indeed, Gok. Now then, Babica. You're on 36. We are looking at a score of 26 or less for you. So, yes, slightly critical here.
So I know a couple. Top one is Ruth Langsford. The bottom one is Stacey Solomon. And I think I'm going to go for singer in the pop group The Saturdays as Frankie Bridge.
Frankie Bridge, says Babica. Here is your red line. Shall we see if Frankie Bridge gets you below that red line? It's absolutely right. Ooh. 29 for Frankie Bridge, taking your total up to 65.
Frankie Bridge, who I think has probably got the best hair on British television. Always got a good old barnet. She appeared on I'm a Celebrity in 2021. She came third. That was the series filmed in North Wales. In one of her tasks, she was placed in a dark tomb filled with snakes, which is my idea of hell. I am petrified of snakes. But anyway, well done for getting Frankie. And so we've got Ruth Lansford at the top, just there. As we've seen, she would have got you 34, gorgeous Ruth. At the bottom, of course, we've got Stacey Solomon, 42. Are you going to give us a go on this one, Xander?
I'm not sure I know
It's
that
a
one.
pointless answer. It's Sophie Morgan. There we go.
There we are. Well, thank you very much indeed, Gok. That brings us to the end of our second round. It also means we have to say goodbye to Bhavika and Ashley, and this is a real goodbye. I'm sorry, it's been so lovely having you on the show.
Thank you.
But thank you for coming and playing. You've been outstanding. Brilliant. Bhavika and Ashley. For the remaining two pairs, though, it is now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Rob and Josh and Martin and Mary. You are now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £5,000. However, before we play the head-to-head, we now have a little chance here to throw some more money into that jackpot by seeing if we can find a couple of pointless answers. Simple as this. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many clubs in Ibiza as they could. Gok?
I'm literally so happy right now. This is one of my favourite rounds. You're going to see 6 options. 2 are pointless names of clubs on the Spanish island of Ibiza, and 2 are scoring. 2 are not clubs in Ibiza at all. 250 quid in the jackpot for each pointless answer. Good luck and happy raving.
Thank you very much indeed, Gok. OK, can you find the pointless Ibiza clubs from these 6? And I give you Cova Santa, Leo Ibiza, Es Paradis, Tigre, Barbados, and High Ibiza. So, yes, does anyone know anything? Share things with the team.
No clue.
No clue.
In which case, we can just have some fun guessing. So, Rob and Josh, what are you going to go for?
I think we should go for Es Paradis.
Yeah, sounds like it could
Yeah,
be.
it sounds all right, doesn't it? I'll go there.
Yeah,
I'll have a
let's go
dance.
with
Es Paradis.
Es Paradis.
Yeah.
Es Paradis, is that a pointless Ibiza club? It's a club.
It's a club. We're halfway there.
Oh, 2 people knew about Es Paradis. Martin and Mary, where would you be wanting to go in Ibiza?
Aye, go on then.
We'll go Tigre.
I think a very wise choice.
Thank you.
Martin and Mary. Tigre, is that a pointless Ibiza club? Oh, no, bad luck. Oh, well.
Oh, honestly, I had high hopes for this one. The DJ sat in the corner right now. So Tigre is not a club, but a city in Argentina. But on the island of Ibiza, there is a club named after the Argentinian city, which is called Ushuaia, which is an incredible club. Es Paradis, absolutely phenomenal club. One of the oldest clubs on the island. It's in San Antonio waterfront. We've also got a pointless answer at the top, Cova Santa, incredible club and restaurant, which is in the mountains. Below that, we've got another pointless answer. We've got Leo Ibiza, known for their cabaret shows. They've just opened a club in London as well. And at the bottom, we have got Barbados, not a club. The 1975 song Barbados by Typically Tropical was reworked for the Venga Boys hit We're Going to Ibiza, so that's a connection. And finally, the club that I played in all summer, High, would have given you 2 points with amazing light shows and known as the best club in the world.
You do realise if you had not been there, Gok, that would have been a pointless answer.
Yeah, probably.
You raised it up 2 points. Amazing, amazing. Thank you very much indeed. Well, bad luck, we didn't find any pointless answers, but still, who would have missed that for the world?
I know.
The rundown, the guide.
Literally.
We now know. We know everything about the club scene. Brilliant, thank you.
You're welcome.
There we are. Well, let's play the head-to-head. Now, the first player to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot. You are now allowed to confer before you give your answers. Best of luck to both pairs. Here is our first question, and it concerns interior design styles. Gok.
I think you've just done this whole show based on all of my loves. This is incredible. We're going to show you 5 picture clues to different styles of interior design. We have added alternate letters of the answers as additional clues. Please give us the design style the fewest of our 100 new. Good luck.
Thank you very much indeed. Shall we reveal our 5 design style clues? And here they are. We have A, E-L-C-I. B, SAE, C, GTI, D, MXMLS, and E, ATNUEU. There we are. Now then, Rob and Josh, you get to go first as our low scorers.
OK, all right. We'll go with C, Gothic.
C, Gothic, say Rob and Josh. Now then, Martin and Mary, would you like to talk us through that board?
No. Well, no one know, well, I do.
Yeah, we'll go for Art Nouveau.
Art Nouveau.
You're going to go for E, Art Nouveau. So we have Gothic versus Art Nouveau. Rob and Josh went for Gothic for C. Shall we see how many of our 100 said Gothic? Gothic is right. Gothic takes us down to 32. Meanwhile, Martin and Mary have gone for E and are saying Art Nouveau. Shall we see how many of our 100 said Art Nouveau? Down to 64. That means well done, Rob and Josh. After one question, you're up 1-0.
Well done. So Gothic, or I'd like to change it to Gothic. The Gothic style is known for its tall lines, dark colours. Then we've also got Art Nouveau, characterised by detail and complex motifs, flowing lines. There was lots of nature involved with Art Nouveau as well, like flowers, leaves and trees. Are you going to give us a go, Xander?
I certainly can. A, I think we'll go for eclectic.
Correct. That's going to give you 21. The hallmark of eclectic style is mixing patterns, so lots of clashing.
Then I can go for D and say maximalism.
Yeah. Correct. Maximalism would have given you 37. That's all about basically having just as much as you possibly can and shove it in a room, is what you do.
OK.
Yeah, and then we've got a pointless answer if you can get this one.
I'm glad that's pointless.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yes.
OK, it's shaker.
There was an American movement, Shakers.
Absolutely. Stylish, functional and quintessentially American, an offshoot of the Quaker religious group.
That's right.
Of course, that's our pointless answer.
Shakers. Then they got together with the Movers and they became incredibly successful.
And then we were in Ibiza,
Yeah, whoa,
shaking and
amazing.
moving.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed, Gok. Now, here is your second question. Martin and Mary, you've got to win this one to stay in the game. However, you get to answer it first. So it's looking good. Let's find out what our second question is going to be about. Bond films in haiku. There we are.
There you go. So we're going to show you clues to 5 James Bond films. Each clue is a poetic description in the form of a haiku. That's a short Japanese poem comprising 3 lines of 5, 7 and 5 syllables, respectively. We would like you to give the title of the Bond film that you think is the most obscure. To help you out, we've given you the years the films were released. Good luck.
Thank you very much indeed. So let's reveal our 5 Bond haikus. Bond goes into space, ridiculous as it sounds, Jaws comes back for more, 1979. Timothy Dalton plays Bond on a vendetta against drugs baron, 1989. Invisible Car and Madonna cameo in Brosnan's last film, 2002. A raid on Fort Knox, a near miss with a laser, Odd Jobs the Henchman, 1964. And Daniel Craig returns to play Bond for one last time with a shock ending, 2021. Martin and Mary. Feel free to confer.
I'll go for the first one.
Go on then.
We'll go for the top one. Bond goes into space as Moonraker.
Moonraker, say Martin and Mary. Now then, Rob and Josh, would you like to talk us through that board?
The bottom one's Spectre, I think.
That's the newest one.
The
I
latest
think
one.
the Brosnan's last film was Die Another Day, wasn't it?
And a raid on Fort Knox is Dr. No, isn't it? That's the first one, but I think that would be quite high. Let's risk the Brosnan one.
I think we should go for Die Another Day.
The middle one, you're going to say Die Another
Invisible
Day.
Car, Madonna, Die Another Day.
Die Another Day. OK,
Yeah.
so we have Moonraker versus Die Another Day. Martin and Mary went for Moonraker for the top one. Should we see how many of our 100 said that? Moonraker's right. 23. 23 for Moonraker. Meanwhile, Rob and Josh have gone for the Invisible Car and Madonna cameo and are saying Die Another Day. Should we see how many of our 100 said that? It is Die Another Day. And it wins the point for you. Very well done indeed. And the 6. Fantastic. I imagine that was the lowest score on the board. And it means, after only 2 questions, you're straight through to the final 2-0.
Oh, was it?
Well done, Rob, for taking the risk on that one.
Yeah,
Die Another Day is correct. And yeah, obviously Moonraker. Now, are you a Bond fan, Xander?
I mean, yes, to a point, yeah.
How are we feeling with this?
Timothy Dalton was Licensed to Kill.
Correct. License to Kill. That was our best scorer on the board for 1. Then going down,
That was Goldfinger.
Goldfinger. Absolutely. That would have given you 20. And the one at the bottom there, Daniel Craig.
No Time to Die.
No Time to Die. Well done. 12. That was smoking. Smoking answer.
Thank you very much indeed. God. Well, that means the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round, Martin and Mary. This is good news altogether because it means we get to see you again next time. Otherwise, we'd have only had one Martin and Mary show. And that's not enough.
Yes.
So thank you very much for playing. Look forward to seeing you next time. Martin and Mary. So Rob and Josh, it's now time for the Pointless Final. Congratulations, Rob and Josh. You have fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted Pointless trophy.
Hey.
Yes.
You now have a chance to win the Pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £5,000. Now, obviously, for you to win that jackpot, you've got to find a pointless answer. What would you like to see come up on this board?
Football for me. Yeah, but probably not for you.
No,
You don't
not
want
for
any
me,
football.
No.
What do you want?
Camp. Just in general.
General. Marvellous. Well, as you know, the 4 categories that do come up on the board are often quite forbidding. But don't be alarmed. Let's have a look. Graphic novels we have. Chess. US presidential birth states. Stormzy. Which of those is camp, do you think, Rob?
Graphic novels is the most.
Love a
I
bit of
think,
chess,
but-
you know. We've got a queen, so
Well done, Rob.
It's a good line. I mean, that was quick.
I think birth states, because at least we know states.
Yeah, well, I don't know states.
I know enough states. I mean, do you know? I don't know any graphic novels at all.
Yeah, let's go for the presidential birth states then. We'll do it, yeah.
Shall we?
Yeah, let's go
let's
for
do
it.
it.
yeah.
Let's do it.
Presidential birth states it is, Gok.
Let's do it. Right. OK, so we're looking for the name of any US president born in the states of, or what are now, the states of Virginia or Ohio. These are the 2 states that are the birth states of more presidents than any other, with 8 born in Virginia and 7 in Ohio. Or we are looking for any of the US states that have not been, to date, a birthplace of a US president. That's up to October 2023. The very best of luck. And good luck to everyone playing at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Gok. Now, as ever, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. Let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
So
I
don't
think we focus on number 2. And I think
Alaska,
Idaho.
Idaho, and Alaska.
And also,
Or-
I know that Indiana is one of the smallest states in America. It's
Okay.
smaller than
Do you
England.
reckon it's worth putting one president in, just in it, like Woodrow Wilson was quite old, or
George Bush.
No, because
Was he?
he's
I don't
more, and he's Texas as well.
I
George Bush.
know nothing about
Uh,
nothing, so...
Woodrow Wilson's quite old, First World War, but then some people might know him because he was in the
Yeah.
First World War. John Adams, but he was in Hamilton, so people might know him from that. We'll definitely have Idaho and
Indiana.
Indiana as
Yeah,
the 2 states,
right.
and then it's whether we go. I can't believe anyone would have come from Alaska.
Well, I don't know, why
Because
don't we
that's
just say
way
Alaska
up north,
as well,
isn't
then?
it? Should we just risk 3
That's
states?
nice, isn't it?
Let's
Yeah.
just go 3
Let's
states.
go for some states.
Alaska,
Idaho and Indiana.
Indiana, yeah.
OK, you're happy. Should we stop the clock?
Yeah.
The clock is officially stopped.
I mean, they're all guesses.
Clearly, but,
Yeah.
you know, aren't they all? Let's have those answers again. Let's just hear them again.
So, Alaska,
Alaska,
Idaho,
Idaho,
Indiana.
Indiana.
Yeah.
Of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless? do you think?
Indiana because it's smallest. or
Indiana
whatever
because it's smallest. Let's put it last. Least likely to be pointless?
Idaho.
Idaho
yeah.
because it's Idaho, and then Alaska goes in
Yeah.
the middle. So, OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order, and here they are. We have Idaho, Alaska, and Indiana. They look terrific on the board, I must
do.
say. And in all 3 cases, we're looking for states that are not the birth states of US presidents. So any one of these could actually turn out to be pointless and win you £5,000. What would you like to do with that? Rob, I'm going to ask you first.
So I think I'd invest a bit into my acting career, get some new material going, like new headshots, new show reels, things like that. And also take me and my boyfriend on a nice holiday as well. Because he
Very
deserves
nice
that.
indeed.
He puts up with me. Yeah.
Very nice. Now, Josh, how about you?
A lot less wholesome. I'll go to Las Vegas.
Yeah, but a whole lot on red.
Vegas, baby.
There we are. OK, well, listen, very, very best of luck. Your first answer is Idaho. As I say, all three cases, states that are not the birth states of US presidents. Idaho. Should we see if that is right? Should we see if it's pointless for £5,000? Well, it's right. Let's just see where we end up with Idaho, because if this takes us all the way down to 0, you are leaving here with £5,000. We now go down through the teens with Idaho into single figures, still going down with Idaho to 6. That's annoying. That's annoying. OK, not a pointless answer. Exactly the same criteria for Alaska for £5,000. Might that be pointless? It's right again. OK, Idaho took us down to 6. Alaska now takes us down through the 30s, through the 20s. 19 for Alaska.
Yeah.
OK, we now turn to your third and final answer. Well, we put Indiana there for a reason.
Yeah.
Because it's the smallest. So we've got to hope, therefore, that people just forget about it. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Indiana. Please, can it be pointless? It's right. 3 correct answers.
We got this.
Well, your first answer was Idaho took us down to 6. Your second answer was Alaska took us down to 19. Single figures now with 3.
So close.
3 for Indiana. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, 3 great answers, 2 particularly good answers. I mean, in normal pointless, think how pleased you'd be with those low scores.
Yeah, true.
But annoyingly, we only accept pointless answers in this last round. I'm so sorry. So it means you don't win today's jackpot. But put that to the back of your minds, because you've just won today's pointless trophies. So well done for that. And played brilliantly. So there you are.
Oh, boys, you changed your mind at the last minute. The very last second, and went for Alaska instead of Woodrow Wilson. And I've got bad news for you. Woodrow Wilson was born in Virginia, and he was a pointless answer. So that's really bad luck. You were so close to winning the jackpot. Honestly, you really were. Let's have a look at some of the pointless answers, shall we? Starting with US presidents born in Virginia or Ohio. We've got here James Madison, born in Virginia. We've got Ulysses S. Grant, born in Ohio. William McKinley, born in Ohio again. And there you have Woodrow Wilson. In fact, everyone born in Virginia or Ohio was pointless apart from George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and James Garfield. OK, moving on now to the states that are not birth states of US presidents. Here are some pointless answers that you could have had. Louisiana, Minnesota, Oregon, or West Virginia. And there was only one more pointless answer, Montana. Very well done to all of our gorgeous viewers at home if you were playing along, and well done to you too.
Thank you very much indeed, Gok. And thank you, Rob and Josh. I'm sorry you didn't win our jackpot today. That will therefore roll over onto the next show, when we will be playing for £6,000. Join us then, see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Gok.
Bye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.